Welcome everybody to our new YouTube channel here at Baxterworld. I'm Catherine. This is Ray.
Hi.
We're just going to chat a little bit about us, about the practice, about how we kind of got to where we are in our careers. Ray, do you want to start? You clearly have some years' experience. You want to tell us how you get into accountancy?
Yes, okay. Yes, many years ago in a distant universe, I did my A levels and went to university to study electrical engineering, which I liked as a subject, but I didn't like the pure maths that was involved, which I liked applied maths but not pure maths, so I got fed up with the course and asked. It wasn't really what I wanted to do as a career. I asked a careers advisor, I want to get into business, I want to help and be in business. So what do I do? So he said, uh, probably an accountancy qualification is the best route to get into business. So I did that, started studying, was working at the same time. My first senior job was in a pig processing plant, and I was halfway through my studies at that point, and eventually qualified, and became the managing director of the operation. Uh, from there, then I went to various other medium-sized organisations, and then fell out with one of my bosses, and I then decided I would form my own business in accountancy. I benefited from having some experience setting up my own businesses uh, in food businesses, bakery and so forth, and from that I realised how poor the support was from traditional high street accountants to small businesses. It was virtually uh, missing. There wasn't any support. So I formed my accountancy practice with that in mind, knowing what small businesses really needed, and that was where Baxterworld started.
That's where Baxterworld was formed.
Yeah.
Excellent. And you've kind of alluded a little bit there, Ray, to the a niche that we have here in the practice to do with hospitality, and that is because you'd gotten into the hospitality businesses first.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I owned a hospitality business, and I when I went to do more work in the practice, then I had a sort of a good knowledge about that industry, and knew what it needed, what information needed, what help it needed.
Yeah,
And,
which was great from your own personal experience. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, obviously, well, Ray, many viewers might not know, is my stepdad, and there's quite a bunch of us kids. In terms of my own career path, then, so there's about 8 of us all together, and I'm the only one that works in the business. I was just very lucky that you studied and trained and had your own business, and ultimately what I ended up loving, wanting to do.
Yes,
And
and while you were still at school, you worked in the family a bakery.
yes, worked in the family bakery. Everybody starts on the ground floor, and you work in the bakehouse, and you clear tables. That was always your ethos. You have to know the business from the ground up. Yeah, and thankfully for me, because obviously your career path, you directed me in to do the accounts technicians exams first. So I did my Institute of Accounting Technicians in Ireland first, in the late 90s after coming out of school, and then you had an opening in the practice, which was actually really useful, and I know that more of my brothers and sisters have worked here than have not, and I'm the only one that is stuck because I enjoy it, and I'm pretty good at it.
You are indeed, yes.
So I eventually then went on to do the professional institute, the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, as Red guided me into that. And I passed my exams in 2014. It took me a long time. I took my time with it, but I think I'm harder for the fight. And I became a fellow in 2022 in the institute as well. And I kind of followed your example a little bit for the institute as well. You'd volunteered in an awful lot of institute roles, didn't you?
Yes, I started off as a area committee member, and then I became the chair of that. Then I got involved with the members in practice panel in London, where a number of SEMA members, not very many in practice within the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, but I was a member of that, then went on to chair it and also to run the events which they ran once a year practice,
conference.
accountancy practice. So putting together all that was a great experience. Getting speakers and running the whole thing, and that was running a hotel near Oxford, and we'd have had maybe 200 or 300 people at that for a 2-day overnight conference.
Very important that, because it gives the members in practice lots of experience to stay up to date with everything that's changing and happening in the world of accountancy practices.
Yes, I was also involved with the association in Ireland, which brings together the different accountancy bodies and coordinates what they're doing.
CCAB.
CCAB, sorry,
Yes.
CCAB Ireland.
There's a lot of acronyms.
And then I went on to represent CIMA in the Accountants Europe, which was based in Brussels and represented accountants from the wider Europe, not just the EU, and sat on the small business committee there.
Yeah, and I followed in Ray's footsteps, did a lot of volunteering on our Institute's committees. And I mean, to us, the Institute's extremely important because it supports the members, it supports our goals, it supports our continual professional development. And we're very passionate about making management accountancy sort of available to the small and medium-sized businesses. Ray said when he started his own businesses in the 80s, businesses were very underserved by accountants. It was really just bean counting at the end of the year, wasn't it? It was sort of like, let's figure out what the end of the year was to pay the government their taxes and never mind the insight into the business.
That's right, and it's very much the accountant seems to the client to be representing the government rather than them.
Yeah.
And that still happens quite a bit with high street accountants.
It does, but that's the reason, part of why you went into your own practice, because you changed the ethos of the way we work. It is all for the business, for the client.
Absolutely, we look forward rather than backwards.
Yeah, like you have last month's results. So all of our team are currently working on our clients' December results, so that our clients, and particularly in the hospitality sector, they know what's happened in December. They know what the results are. We chat to them about anything that we think is sort of might rear its ugly head. They know instantly what's about to happen, and we give them sort of quarterly updates on possible tax bills. We do look at the year end as well. It's very important, but it's not all that there is.
But in January, for example, our clients will be looking at the result for the month of December. So that'll just be 2-3 weeks away, whereas traditionally accountancy looked at their last financial year, which could be 6 to 9 months away. The information really at that stage was not very helpful in running the business. Yeah,
it's too far out of date. You can't make any decisions with it. And one of the things we pride ourselves here on in Baxterworld is being very responsive to our clients. We're not clock watchers. We don't charge you by the minute or by the question. We fix a price with you, and it's fixed for the year, and there's no surprise bills. And we're always at the end of the phone, and our team are in weekly contact, sometimes daily contact with some of our clients.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
So, I mean, that's a little introduction to us as Baxterworld, bit of Ray's experience, bit of my experience. And so we're going to put a few videos up on our YouTube channel over the course of the next few months. Just some handy hints and tips about what we think's helpful, how we do business, and if you want to know even more about it, or if you want to reach out, go to our website and have a look at our meet the team, have a look at our contact us pages, or if you have any comments to make, you can make them below the video. Thanks for listening.